Hello my dear students, today we are going to study modals. So what is a modal? A modal is a type of auxiliary verb which is also called helping verb, and that is used to indicate ability, permission, request, capacity, suggestion, order, obligation and advice. Now it is clear to us that modal is a type of auxiliary verb, means helping verb. So here are the most common modals which are used in English language: can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, mustn't, dare, need, etc. So these are the most common modals which are used in the English language. Now let us discuss about the features of modals. So first feature is they are always used with the main verb. Modal is always used with the main verb. For example, he can play piano. So here the main verb is play and can is modal. Next feature is they are always followed by the first form of the verb. These modals always take V1, first form of the verb. For example, you should obey your parents. So here should is modal and obey is V1. V1 means first form of the verb. Now let us discuss this second example. You may go now. In this example, may is modal and go is V1, means verb's first form. Now it will be clear to you all that modals are always used with the main verb and they take only the first form of the verb. Clear? Next we will do uses of modals. So first is can. Can shows ability, request and suggestion. For example, I can draw this painting. So here can is showing the ability. Next example is can you do this work for me? So here can is showing the request. Can you do this for me? Third example is you can call me for help. Here can is showing the suggestion. You can call me for help. So these were the uses of can. Now next is could. Could is the past form of can and it indicates polite request and possibility. For example, it could be that he missed this opportunity. So here could is showing the possibility of missing the opportunity. Next example is she could pay for you. This is the possibility that she could pay for you. Third example is could you please lend me your book? So here is polite request. Could you please lend me your book? So these were the uses of could. Next is may. May indicates possibility, formal request or permission. For example, may I come in? So here is the formal request or formal permission. As students, you also used to take permission from the teacher to enter the class. May I come in? So here may shows the formal request. Next example is it may rain today. Here may is showing the possibility of rain. It may rain today. Next modal is might. Might is the past form of may and it indicates less possibility. For example, he might change his mind. Here might is showing the possibility of changing his mind. He might change his mind. So this is the use of might. Next is must. Must indicates obligation, compulsion and certainty. For example, you must obey the traffic rules. So it is the compulsion to obey the traffic rules. Next example is it must be dark outside. So here is the certainty that it must be dark outside. So these are the uses of must. Must indicates obligation and compulsion or certainty. Next is must not. Must not indicates prohibition. Prohibition means ban. For example, you must not drive without a license. Without license, driving is prohibited. So you must not drive without a license. Next example is you must not smoke at public places. So smoking at public places is also prohibited. So you must not smoke at public places. Next model is shall. Shall is used with first person to express simple future tense only when time is located. When shall is used? When time is located and with first person pronoun to express simple future tense. For example, let's continue shall be. Next is we shall leave for Delhi next Monday. So these are the uses of shall. Next is should. Should indicates advice. Should is also the past form of shall and it indicates advice. First example, you should do exercise. So this is an advice. You should do exercise. Next is you should go now. This is also an advice. You should go now. Next model is will. Will indicates future actions, promises and intentions. For example, you will go there tomorrow. So here will is showing the future action. You will go there tomorrow. Next is I will help you. Here will is showing the promise. I will help you. So these are the uses of will. Next model is would. Would is also the past form of will. It indicates polite request and offer. For example, would you like to have tea or coffee? So this is an offer. Second is, would you please sit down? So these are the uses of would. It indicates polite request and offer. Next is dare. Dare expresses the meaning of enough to do something. Dare expresses the meaning of enough to do something or to challenge, and it is normally used in negative and interrogative sentences only. For example, how dare you to take my pen? And second example is, don't dare to say it was her fault. So these are the uses of dare. Dare is used in the negative and interrogative sense, and it expresses the dare. How dare you to take my pen? Like, don't dare to say it was her fault. Clear? Next is need. Need shows the need. It shows the need as its meaning is what mostly in negative form. It expresses absence of necessity. For example, we need not to worry. Need is also used in negative form. As dare is used in negative, need is also used in negative form. We need not to worry. Next example is, you need not mention this to your friend. So these are the uses of need. So students, here our topic modals has completed. Hope you would have understood the meaning of modals and their uses. Okay, then have a nice day.